Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Here I am, still plugging away on these beautiful mittens. There's one finished. Fits. It's nice and loose. I did try it on my mom, and it fits her properly. You can also curl that up if wanted. It's very warm, very cushy, and it still has some venting, so your hand won't completely overheat. So, it's time to finish up this one so I can do other projects, like my new shawl I just started for my birthday. And yes, for my birthday, I only worked on a project for myself because I have been working so hard on this stuff for everybody else all throughout the season. So come join me. Let's play with this lovely mitten. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to put that down over here, off camera, and find my loop. Now, the only problem I'm having with this yarn is it's actually kind of tricky, being that I have to do it all by feel. So I've got to rub my fingers and find the hole at the top and hope that's the right spot. I'm not even going to go by numbers because it'll just stress me out. I'm just going to find where my hook belongs and go with that way. It worked out last time, so it'll work out this time. Well, my birthday was quite quiet. I started my shawl, which I put in a video yesterday. It was a nice quiet video. I wasn't really in the mood for talking yesterday. Did some diamond art, because I haven't touched my diamond arts in a good month or so. I'm starting to get a little bit of a backup here where I've got about 11 to work on. Considered starting some punch art, but I was like, nah. I really want to work on this shawl, Enchanting Eva by Willamade. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I think I made the right choice with this yarn. I'm really feeling that it's going to work hand in hand with it, being that I don't have the white to dark burgundy red mixed together. The color changes are a lot more subtle. Unfortunately, that kind of thing doesn't always work with every single pattern out there. And that's fine. A little bit of an annoyance because I was pretty far into that last time when I decided I could not stand the way it looked. I thought it was very disconcerting for my eye. So, I had to change it. So I got this one going, and I also started a market bag that folds into itself. Has an extra gift for somebody else that will be going in the mail shortly, along with something else that was made for them earlier in the year. I didn't really feel comfortable with just sending them the earlier in the year present and just being like, yeah, there you go. This is the present you were supposed to get in the summer, but you're going to get it for a Christmas gift instead. I don't do that kind of thing because for a long time people were mixing my birthday and my Christmas, and I was expected to get them two things in a year. I always found that a little a little irksome. And believe me, I am not hard to make happy. My birthday today, I received a couple things of chocolates that went on sale right after Christmas. Totally fine with that. I'm never going to say no to Ferrero Rocher. Never. Because, oh my gosh, I love the hazelnuts. And so I got a little bit of chocolate, and I had dinner made for me. Oh, sorry, my girls made me cards. I'm pretty sure my son's pack he gave me the other day was my gift for my birthday. I don't know, he's been mumbling stuff. I don't know what he was saying. He was at work most of the day, and I barely saw him today. Or on my birthday. Today, wow. Getting tired. The season has tired me right out. And I still have New Year's to go. The house needs to be cleaned really bad, so I'm going to do a couple videos so I can get into some house cleaning. Now that the kids have a whole pile of new toys, it's definitely time to start thinning out the herd. There we are. I think, yeah, we started about here, so that's a whole row. I did get to watch a show that I've been saving up for my birthday. Alright, one more row. Okay. I am a giant fan of Greek mythology. I have been fascinated by the stories since I was young. We used to have a book from the 1920s with a lot of the more popular tales, and it was gorgeous, like gold filigree, a couple pictures in it that were just really art of the time. But that was misplaced in a move, and I'd rather not dwell on it because it makes me very sad. Because it was a really neat book. But anyway, Percy Jackson. I absolutely adore both parts of the book series. We've got the Greek mythology, which also bleeds into the Roman mythology, which is basically Greek mythology with a slight twist and name changes, but a lot of it is very similar. The author of the books, Rick Riordan, is mostly for young adults, but I really enjoy the stories. I also enjoyed his Egyptian ones. Those were really good too. They're exciting adventures. They have a lot of really good myths that he throws in a fun way that isn't just very stuffy. It's very new, and it's reintroducing it to people who've never really paid attention. But it's an adventure. It's fun. So I watched the first 3 episodes this afternoon. I am very happy with what they're doing with the TV show, so if you haven't seen it, please watch it so they don't cancel it. They seem to be following the books pretty darn good, and yeah, there's a lot of content for them to be able to make, and I could only hope that they would continue. I've heard some people say they don't enjoy the cartoon version of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's like 15 books in that series now, minimum. I know it's probably even more. Because it's been a while since I looked, because my son was a big fan of it, and I found them to be quite funny and cute. And the first 3 the kids aged out pretty fast. The first 3 movies, they aged out really fast. Those kids are now grown adults. They are much too old to be playing middle schoolers. All of them. So, by making it into a cartoon, you have a better chance of it being able to get through the series. That's the thing that some people are really not picking up. They're like, oh, I don't like it, it's not fun, it's not my style and all this. It's like, well, I'm so sorry. But it's also intended for a broad audience, not just the older people that began it, who were there at the beginning. The book series Captain Underpants, they did in a movie in animation, which was brilliant. Brilliant. I want to see that as live action. It's a comic. It's a comic novel. And it is funny as can be, and it is great humor for kids. It gets little boys especially into reading. So those 2 book series I really approve of, and I'm glad that they're making them into shows. And here I am just rambling on about kids shows. Yeah. I am not very, I don't have a problem with reading books intended for a younger audience. I don't mind it. Not everything needs to be explicit. I find a lot of adult books get too explicit for my liking. Maybe sometimes I just want to have an adventure and find some treasure. And I think that's okay. Reading's supposed to be entertainment. It's kind of like my movies. I don't gravitate towards the dramas very much. I'm here to be entertained, not to be reminded of how things are tough. I don't know. Sometimes I'll watch them. But for the most part, I'm just not equipped for it. But that being said, there are a few young adult things that I've read that I absolutely did not enjoy. I did not enjoy Twilight. The 3rd book made me extremely uncomfortable. I didn't quite understand the whole idea of an adult and a baby. Him deciding that this baby was going to be his partner later in life. I didn't like that. Okay, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. Okay, so we're going to go by feel again. Mountain's there. And if I remember correctly, yeah, that's right. I did a little row, a single crochet, because if I try doing the half double, it ends up becoming very large. The holes, I mean. Like too large. So this will just give me a base to go around. I shouldn't have put that through there. Whew. Yeah, didn't like Twilight. I didn't really like, what's it called? Maze Runner. Divergent, didn't like that one much either. And those are some pretty popular ones. But I do like the Percy Jacksons. They're my kind of adventure, so I was very happy to save that for myself for my birthday to sit down and enjoy. So I did. Worked on my birthday shawl. Got a lot of it done, that's for sure. So I just started it on my birthday, and it's quite big. Oh, bigger than that. And here we go. Yes, that's going to be perfect. That is what I did. I'm going to cut a tail pretty soon for the fuzzy yarn because it's going to have to be woven in. Then I got to build a little thumb, which is all single crochet. And then it's a matter of just piecing it together. So my husband's birthday is on February 12th. He enjoyed the rat. He's now hoping I can come up with 2 of the main bad guys from the original cartoon, and I'm thinking I don't really want to. I just took a look and there is absolutely nothing, so oh boy. One of them is a giant gross brain, pink alien thing that hangs out in the belly of a robot. A big weird looking robot. I'm not really crazy about making that. And the other one is a Master Shredder who runs around in a metal outfit with his face covered with metal pieces that poke out, and I don't know. I could probably do it. I'll have to think about it. I was thinking of doing Marty McFly and Doc Brown from Back to the Future, because those are a couple of his favorite movies too. He's also a big fan of the Goonies, but I don't want to have to try to figure out how to do the guy in the basement. I don't think that I feel comfortable making that into all of his kind of a sad, tragic character. Okay. Now we're on to our half double crochets. I think I've got about 4 or 5 rows. And I'll have to pull them through, give them that more rounded look. So I just sewed through the seam of it. So I'll have this done by New Year's, I hope. And I've started 2 other projects this week as well. Not to mention I have my corner to corner that I haven't worked on in a while, and I could use a little corner to corner therapy while I watch some TV. That'd be nice. So I can get on to another panel. So I'd like to get that off my to-do list as soon as possible. So I got a couple things I'd like to finish up. And here we go. Thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.